My name is Jeremy Hecht here with UPROXX. This is the sound check where music meets tough decisions, and today it is an absolute honor to be joined by a legend in the game, an innovator, but also one of the most humble, down-to-earth people in the rap game of all time. We got Too Short in the building. How you feeling?
I let the shirt say it for me.
Legendary.
Speak for
That's a fact. What does legendary mean to you?
Well, I prefer living legend because it has a better ring to it. Living, but it equates to just hard work. You put the work in, man. You can't get the status without the work.
Living legend, the only 2 L's you ever take. I promise, I'm done. Okay, today I'm gonna be giving you 2 songs at a time. Some difficult decisions based on your music taste, based on my research. And at the end, hopefully I'll know your music taste well enough that I can guess the one song you wrote down on a piece of paper as your life anthem. Was that a difficult decision to write down?
No, it was a no-brainer.
Speaking of legendary, I titled this round Legends because, you know, 2 of the all-time greats that you were blessed to work with. I think you're the only person to ever work with both of these, and Jay-Z.
Come with me, Hail Mary. You wanna sit more on my living room floor, play Nintendo with Seasonino, pick up my phone, say Papa not home.
I'm basing this on, most of these are gonna be based on me in my car
Okay.
with my super expensive system
Yes.
and what's happening in there. The first one is a car joint. Second one's it's really funky, but I'm gonna have to go with a number 1 just because it does something different to the speakers.
Do you have a favorite memory that you've been going back to recently of Pac recording, Pac in the studio? I know you've told so many stories, but one that just pops to mind right now.
I don't just what everybody says, man. It's just the work ethic. The fact that he could get those words out so effortlessly and they be written, and then he could recite them. Apparently, like he wrote them to be recited. But if he was a sprinter, we were in the Olympics, he would be finished the race. He lapped everybody. You know what I mean? So
He got downloads.
yeah.
Hey, rest in peace to Pac, rest in peace to Big. Well, this next round, these are two completely different versions of love songs. You hopped on the remix of both of these songs. So I'm playing you the original, but which song would you rather listen
Too
to?
Short on a love song. I have no memory of this.
It is a very specific type of love song. I'm
really
in
a love song.
with a stripper.
Okay. Remix Too Short. Yeah, I was on the remix both of them. The reason why I'd give the nod to the second song, it's a little funkier to me.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of West Coast funky. It's more true to how I feel about life. I've never been in love with a stripper. I just did the remix because it was star-studded, T-Pain. That's not true to my feelings, but I do feel like a lot of these hoes ain't loyal.
It is a fact. Yeah, THAL. These hoes ain't loyal.
I fell in love with a stripper who was stripping her way through college.
But you fell in love with her potential, not where she was at. You saw where she was going.
Yeah, I was in love with her brain, man.
Yeah, there we go. Look, the American dream. If you're out there stripping right now, working on your degree, we have success stories to prove it.
If you're stripping and not going to college, you're tripping.
Of course, you have your own work that's legendary, but it's been sampled time and time again and continues to live on through multiple generations. So these are 2 of the biggest samples that use your song, but which song would you rather listen to?
Don't never stop if you wanna be on top, bitch.
Low waist, fat ass bitch, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in.
Yeah, I go on and on. Can't understand how I last so long. I must have this
That's a tough choice because as both of those songs came out, I really was into both of them personally.
Yeah.
And I will say, off the top of the head, I think the second one made me more money.
You're allowed to have a little bias there. Yeah.
But I'm biased on that one financially, but I'm biased on the other one.
Because of Coast.
Regionally.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to base this on female reaction and what happens when you play them now. And I think song number 1 gets the
Tap in still gets it going.
And still the females. Turn the heat up, bro. Turn the heat up.
All right, so these are 2 outside inspirations, outside of rap. We were listening to some hip hop, but both of these artists influenced you differently. Which sound would you rather listen to, though?
second one is just strictly high school for me. I was a DJ back then. That was one of my go-to songs that always had the party going. The first one is the music that I used for one of my biggest records ever, The Ghetto, the same title, was very prominent in my childhood. Like, it was a favorite of my parents. And then I'm only gonna put that over Atomic Dog because those vibrations of Donny Hathaway are winning right now for me.
These next two are two new stars, very different sounds. One of them's a little more trap heavy, one of them's a little more bar heavy. So which one would you rather listen to?
Just walked out of Sykesville, put 2,000 on my feet. Ain't talking about no money, must be speaking Chinese. Fell in love with road running, I run routes like Tyreek.
I mean, I like pills, I like drugs, I like getting money, I like strippers, I like to I like day drinking and day parties in Hollywood. I like doing.
The second song had more talking.
She was talking a lot of That was Doechii.
Yeah, a little funkier. I love the visual that they put out to that. And I gotta go with the funk, and I gotta go with the funny ass, just punchlines and gotta give it to number two.
There, okay. Shout out to Doechii. Shout out to Boss Mad Devo. These are two of your biggest listed inspirations, but both very different sounds. So, in terms of what you're listening to.
It's still Dre Day, AK. Though I've grown a lot, can't keep it home a lot.
Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying.
Well, I mean, you should have knew the answer before you started. This is hip hop, bro. Nothing beats the message. You can't take the song that changed the game and put another song up against it. I don't know what song. Damn, I don't know what song could beat the message. I really don't know.
Yeah.
Trying to think of something that I would pick over the message, and damn, there ain't one. It changed my career.
Yeah, I remember
That's the
reading
song that
you
made
say
me rap the way I rap. That made me talk about what I talk about. It was so much truth in that song that it made me want to tell the truth about Oakland. I just need to rap about it right here, right where I'm at. And that was it, and I never looked back.
That one was kind of a layup. This one is actually two people who have written for Dre, and both of them have retired semi and then came back from retirement. I know you had a period of retirement and coming back, but this was both of their comeback songs after they retired.
Show me what you got, little mama. Show me what you got, bird lady. Show me what you got, shawty. Show me what you got, baby. So crack a bottle, let your body waddle. Don't act like a snobby model, you just hit the lotto.
That was kind of funny. You know why?
Why?
Because I know for a fact those are two of your favorite songs.
Because I was vibing.
He like that one, which one of my two favorite songs, Too Short Lights.
You know what's crazy? They're both probably on the bottom of my favorite songs of each of those artists.
I'm also gonna say the same. You just played two artists that I love, and those are not two songs of theirs that I love the most.
Yeah, same.
I got it. I saw it live in concert. I never seen Eminem perform that song. I don't have a visual for the video. I do know that he has 100 songs better than that in the list. If his fans had to go 1 through 99,
He'd probably tell you that too.
it's a good vibe though.
Yeah.
If I got into it from front to back, it's probably funny and it's probably like really well written.
Yep, and there's 50
But
on
have
it.
you ever seen Jay-Z on stage with 30,000 people telling him to wave? No comparison.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll do it. In terms of your retirement, what made you want to come back? Was there a moment?
My announcement of retiring instantly kicked in renegotiating the deal.
So it was almost a big, great business move too.
It was everything, and I think if I had the decision to make again, I would have retired and just went independent. But you know, they have a way to just write those checks with all the zeros. You like, give me the money, but you know, it was probably the most monumental thing that ever happened in my career.
Wow.
It was the one thing that non-Too Short fans remember. I remember when Too Short retired.
That's crazy.
Or they go, man, I thought you retired. You know, 15 hours out. It's cool though.
That's dope.
I'm retiring again next year, by the way.
Yeah, did you hear that? Anyone who's trying to make a deal, Too Short is retiring next year, 2026.
Yeah.
If you have offers, you're going to have to renegotiate after that. We all know.
I think you're losing too. You're totally in your mind picking most of the wrong songs that I would like.
Oh no. Oh no. But we all know the word. I won't make you say the word.
I could be in a grocery store And the most unlikeliest, respectable looking females like, call me a bitch. Men too, they walk up and say, hey man.
Men too.
No, they be like.
These are two other songs that use the word well in different ways.
Curious. Who can say it right?
Oh, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Oh no, the fight's out. I'm about to punch your
Lights out.
All right. Those are really two good choices. Also, two songs that I love. Okay. Trina, Bass Bitch. That's her MO. That's her one of her AKAs, nickname. Definitely a crowd rocker. And then take away all that and just think about me in the car, riding. Trina's song got a lot of bass. Ludacris song got a lot of bass. They both do the sound system properly. But Too Short, me, I'm not really singing along with, I'm the baddest bitch, folks. But I will be in my car yelling out, move, bitch, get out the way.
Especially
and
in traffic.
Talking to drivers, I'm talking to bitches, I'm talking to men, women, children.
Anybody can get it.
Fucking wait, get your little bike, bitch. Yeah, I'm definitely going Ludacris just because it's more of a personal statement that I would make.
Well, now we're at the part of the show where I gotta guess which of these two songs was actually yours. I was handed two songs. They're both written in the same handwriting. One of them is your song. The other is a song given by production or UN production or, you know, a combo.
Do they tell you who in production picked it?
They did not.
Do you know anything about it? Anything?
I don't know anything about it.
I was sure you were cheating some kind of way with play me the.
No, I've actually lost. Yeah, there's losing.
Okay,
So
well, you've been playing me a bunch of that we all know and love. These are two sappy ass love songs.
I love a good love song. So. I'm excited to listen. I'm imagining driving in the car though. This is. Okay. Sorry, I got lost for a
You're
second.
making me laugh.
I was eating.
Don't be funny, man. I gotta put my game face on. You like doing funny.
That was my genuine reaction. I'm a lover boy. Okay. So the thing is, that was very uplifting. It's a longer song too. This is 5 minutes and 17 seconds. You said you're not afraid of a longer song. Feels good. It would feel good in the car, but let's see how this one feels. A Love of Your Own. Ooh, we got instrumentation here though. We got funk. This feels good to me. I can picture Too Short riding in his car to this. Great sound speakers, great sound system. It's a tough decision because they both feel good. They're both similar length songs. They're both, you know, up-tempo to some degree. But the reason why I'm gonna make my guess is because, and again, you could have been throwing me off. I could be tricked here, but I'm just gonna trust what was said and what I feel here. You were talking about, you know, the funkiness, the instrumentation that you like, the full, you know, song, not just the lyrics, not just the instruments, but that combination. And I think A Love of Your Own is gonna be your driving in the car song. That's my guess. I'm locking that guess.
You win again.
Let's go! Come on.
It's their fault.
Why that song though? Why is that your lifetime anthem?
It's a song that I loved as a kid, and then when I got older, it just started meaning something different because I could never find love. And every time I found it, I would just sabotage it. And I'd go back and listen to this song and go, yeah, just be a little soothing. As I sabotage all my relationships, I just listen to that. You know, they like to say, on the way out the door, you'll never find another me. And one time, that's going to be true. So that's just wishful thinking.
So far, you've always found another them though.
I don't know, bro. Like it's that one you've lost that you could never get back. You know what I'm talking about.
They call it the white elephant.
Shaking their head, yeah.
Somebody has it, yeah. Everyone has it in here.
But it's a big statement.
I just want to say I found the one that's mine. You're not the one that got away. You're the one that's here. I'm just saying.
I was trying to get you in trouble.
No, I know. Yeah, but you set me up. But we're here. It's all love.
She's like, yeah, you were nodding the whole time you were saying that.
They're gonna cut it right there, send it to her. But Too Short, you have a new album out. It is the same feeling, but still feels modern.
It's the funk.
It's the funk. What makes this album special to you now? And you were talking a little bit off camera about it, your inspiration right now of not really setting any expectations, just putting out music you love.
Yeah, my goal on this one was to do what everybody's not doing, which is just not focusing on what is hot right now and just saying, who gives a what all that is? I'm just gonna make some Too Short songs for Too Short fans. I'm not the kind of artist who's sitting in the studio going, yeah, this gonna go viral. It's gonna go viral. Viral.
So this isn't for the algorithm. This is for the fans.
Good music is good music.
Go listen to that good ass music. Get with the funk. Too Short. Thank you. I don't take for granted your time. Thank you so much. There you have it. That was a sound check. Listen, Too Short. He's gonna claim that I didn't actually win, but I did actually win because that was I got the song. I guessed the song right. Okay, so it's not my fault that they didn't pick a hard enough song to go against it. I did my job of guessing it right. So we got to have Too Short back for the next season and do another episode. Let me know what the hardest decision was for you in terms of rounds and picks in the comments. Like this, share it. If you do want to watch more, we got more videos. Okay, you're not done. You're right. You just watch to the end of the video. Just hit here. Keep it going. Hope you're having a blessed day. See you in the next episode.